Goal Setting 101. Very quick video with an analogy that's pertinent to where I am in life at the moment. And I want to break it down for you because so many people, I've worked with a lot of people online, offline, building teams, building businesses. I have found over the years people become very resistant to setting realistic goals. Setting goals that will have a big impact and setting goals that are realistic. And forget the smart analogy. Goals are a way of managing your time. I think it was IBM coined the phrase MBO, management by objective, but I could be wrong and don't quote me. But MBO is a very basic way of motivating teams and motivating individuals. You give them a really attractive target to aim for and you manage them by that objective. So every time they feel, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard, you just refresh their memory as to why they started and you manage them by that objective. So that's what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be very quick. By the way, if you found this video on YouTube, my name's Steve Greenhalgh and I'm the founder of StuckinaTruck.com. If you haven't seen the content before and you enjoy this one, then maybe hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, give us a thumbs down. If you've got your own way of setting goals, then please enter the discussion, bring them in on the comments. We love hearing from people. I'll see you in a moment. So why am I bringing this talk about goal setting now? Number one, I think it's the primary motivator and it leads to you taking action. And without you taking action, you are not going to change where you are in life. There used to be a saying in the UK, certainly, that, you know, the best goal scorers in the world in football, Bobby Charlton, George Best, all these names from my era, I don't know who it would be now, but none of those guys would be able to score any goals if there was no goalposts, if there was nothing to aim for, if there was no target. Forget the goalkeeper, forget the penalties, the rules, anything else. If you take the goals away, the game is pointless. If you want to get somewhere that isn't where you are now, number one, you need to identify where you are and show a bit of gratitude for everything that you've got around you. But number two, you need to have a real clear idea of what it is you're aiming for. And the reason I'm bringing this up now, why it's prescient at the moment, is me and Judy are going on holiday next week and we're going down to Cornwall. And the goal is for us to go to somewhere we know and love, to retreat from the world, to spend time by the ocean, me do some swimming and kite flying, Judy to do some painting, and for us to just be away from everything. Number one, we know where we are. We know what our start point is. We're here. How do we get from here to Cornwall? Well, we go on the M42, M5, A38, all the way down to Padstow, then round the little roads out to Trearnham, which is the seventh bay of the seven bays. And we know exactly to the nth degree almost where the end point is. We even know it's caravan A12. So when we get to the caravan site, we know exactly which van we're in. So straightforward, easy target. A lot of people think, yeah, okay, job done. Fine, job done. But in preparation to leaving, what we're going to do when we get there. So we need to bring together all the things we need while we're there, all the things we need on the trip. We can't do a supermarket delivery order because they won't allow strangers on the campsite. They would prefer us to do the shopping before we go. Right, so we've got a list of things that we want to take with us. We've got the beach equipment, kites, surfboards, wetsuit. We're not taking a windbreak, but we're taking a beach tent, Judy's art stuff, easel, magnifier, light source, because she's doing some really fine work. So that's all that side of it. We have to take bedding, we have to take towels, because there's none of that provided this time. and all our food, cutlery, everything. So we've got a list of things we need to take. So we're really precise on where we're going. We're really precise on when we're going because we've made a booking. So we know that we're going to get to that caravan by 10:30 on Tuesday morning. That's a goal. It's immovable. We've paid. We're going. Now, yes, we may have a puncture and be late, but that's outside of our control. But everything within our control will focus us on getting to Triana. And unless the earth moves on its axis, or the car breaks down, in which case we get another car and we still turn up on time, or the road's on fire and we have to wait while the road is repaired, all those things that are outside our control, we will handle. But we will get to our destination at the time stated with all the equipment that we need because we've set the goal, we know where we're going and we know what we're going to do. Now, you do that when you go on holiday. And what I'm suggesting is if you can go to that much detail for 5 days in a static caravan or mobile home, call it what you will, or a double wide camper, if you can go into that much detail for a 5-day sojourn by the ocean, what about the rest of your life? It's no different. It's just that the trip we're taking is a bit longer, but if you get total clarity on where you're going and what you're going to do when you get there and how it's going to look and how you're going to look and what you're going to be able to achieve, the people that you help on the way, the people that you need to ignore on the way. The naysayers that say, oh, you don't want to go down the M5, it's a terrible road, that. Go down the A34, it's much easier. Much easier, but it takes 17 times as long because you're going all over the bloody country. Straight route. Route 1, down you go. Do that with life. There is nowhere and nothing you can't achieve in the next 6 months. And I'm talking to me as much as I'm talking to you here. Set a goal. Work out the way stations, the things you need to do to make that goal a reality along the way. Bring it down to daily methods of operation, DMO. Your most important asset is income producing activity, the most important activity. Knowing what you're providing to your customer, knowing why you're providing it to your customer, knowing who your customer is and fulfilling on the promise that you set out. But if you're in any sort of business, you must have a goal that is measurable. You must know when you're going to achieve it, you must know what it's going to look like when you do achieve it, and you must know how you've done it. Okay? It's got to be achievable, otherwise you won't try. But it's got to stretch you, otherwise there's no point. Speak to you soon. You take care.